I got so many comments on that video I did about how the math level matters within the college application process for those competitive schools. And I got so many questions, and this was a question that I really wanted to come on and make a video about. My name is Tiffany, and I spent 15 years teaching high school, helping hundreds of kids with the college application process, as well as my two older kids. I have a 23, 19, and an 11-year-old, so I've been doing this a bit. So the question was, what can we do for our elementary school kids to prepare them for the rigor of high school? And I thought of these three things. Number one, let our kids struggle more. I think too often we go to save them from the struggle, whether or not that's learning to tie their shoes or learning how to do this particular math problem. And I think we try to save them too quickly. And I think teaching them to struggle and having pride in figuring something out should be done more often. Again, I know every kid is built different. Every kid's brain is different. So when I talk about the struggle, I talk about that struggle that you know your kid can handle. We all know our kids the best. So just let your kids struggle a little bit if you know that they're going to be okay with that. Number two is starting to talk about math and reading, for that matter, in a positive light in the house. Too often, I would hear parents say, I don't like math. Math sucks. I was terrible at math, all these things. And the best, about reading, I hate reading, all those things. And I think that builds up in our kids and doesn't set them up to love learning. So trying to change that talk in the house. And along with that, throw out math concepts when you're sitting at dinner. If you're with a kindergartner and you have 5 forks around the table, even sitting somewhere and sitting out to eat somewhere, take one away and talk about how 5 minus 1 equals 4. Or if they're older, talk about tips and creating percents. Or, it doesn't have to be hours on hours of academic talk. Throwing out little concepts, a few here and there for just a few minutes, can do wonders in helping them think analytically. And the last thing I would do is be an advocate for your kid at the school they go to. So many schools base what classes they have an opportunity to take based on state tests. And sometimes that's not necessarily, doesn't say anything about your kid. If you know your kid better, be that advocate and go demand that they get the opportunity to take the class no matter what that state test says. And I say that from experience. I think these are just 3 things you can do. What else would you like to know about getting kids ready for the academic rigor of high school?